So what we'll do is while the eggs are actually cooking, make sure that you keep it at a very low temperature. And then while that is cooking, you take the number 1 cone and let's grate a little bit of cheese. I like to use a little bit of Romano cheese just because it's a little bit less fat. So we go just like that. Take it around. I have a little bit of leftover ratatouille right here. So you can use mushrooms, you can use anything. Just put a little bit in there, just like so. Grab some cheese you like. It could be mozzarella, it could be soy cheese, anything. So that's basically how you make an omelette right there. It's very easy to use, very simple, and also it's fun. Do you like that recipe? Excellent. Well, make sure that you also come to our cooking class so you can actually get more recipes. So this is already done. It's very simple, very easy to make. And so if you want to serve it up, it comes out off of the pan. Look at how nice and easy with only 1 tablespoon. And then we take some avocado slices and just dress it up a little bit so that this could be extra protein right there. A few slices of tomatoes and a little sprig of rosemary, and voila, that is all. Excellent. So now we're going to make the pancakes, and this time we won't use any oil at all. So the first thing that you want to do is preheat the skillet just like we did before, and then we're going to use some a healthier alternative to pancakes. So today I'm going to use gluten-free, wheat-free pancake mix. So we have about 1 cup right here. We're going to use half a banana, or a whole banana if you like. It depends how many people you're feeding. So just take the banana in there. Use the number 1 cone again. Just take it right out. You notice that you won't cut yourself in here and you won't cut yourself in there. So 1 banana. And then we're gonna use half a potatoes, because these are actually pretty much like pancakes, like potato pancake style. Okay, so half a potato. And then the important thing is that we're gonna use some sort of liquid. So in this case, we're gonna use some water. So let's use probably about 1 cup of water. And perhaps we'll need to mix it a little bit more. We're gonna use 1 more egg. Okay, so what we'll do is we're gonna use a little bit of water, and let's see if we can bring it over to this side. Mix it up a little bit. Don't make it too thick, because otherwise the pancakes will be too thick and it'll take too long to cook. Then you want to make sure you want to put at least 1 egg. Oh, and that valve is clicking already. So it makes it really fast and easy for yourself. So a lot of times people make excuses why they don't cook at home, because it takes too long. With Saladmaster is the solution, because it makes things a lot easier in the kitchen. So what I'll suggest is just put a little bit of grapeseed oil on the mix, probably about a tablespoon. That way you make it really nice and brown. Now we will use this is already preheated, so if you want to know for sure how preheated it is, just do a little bit of a drop of water. If you notice that it makes like a little ball that just kind of goes to the side, it's ready to do it. So at that point, just lower the heat a little bit, put each of the pancakes in there. Carefully not to put too much. And if you notice that it's a little bit, the batter is a little too thin, then we can always add a little bit of flour. So if you want to add a little bit of flour to make it a little thicker, that is okay. And then we will do 1 more. Sometimes you can add, if you like, you can add a little sea salt or some herbs, but that's up to you. So I'm just showing you a way how you can actually make this yourself at home. So how do you know that this is ready? So all you have to do is make sure that it's a little bit dried around the edges, and then you can start moving things around. So in this case, you notice how it just quickly just flips over to the other side. So it's very simple, very easy to use. So if you want it a little bit browner, you can do that. So in the meantime, you can use the 1 quart. In this case, I have a 1 quart right here that you can use it for making a blueberry sauce. That's for my pancakes. Or we can maybe use syrup, or we can use cinnamon syrup. That is completely up to you. Okay, so what we're gonna do today for syrup is, like I said, we have some blueberries cooking right now. If you notice that this pancake, it's a little bit lighter, so we want to make sure that the pan is really nice and heated. So just turn up the heat a little bit. So if you notice that the heat was lower, make sure that you turn it a little bit too low. In the meantime, I have in here some this is maple syrup, grade A maple syrup, and we're going to use some cinnamon. So I'm preparing right now what I'm going to feed to one of my children. So I will use either agave syrup or maple syrup, put some cinnamon in there, and then use a small spoon. It's okay. Small spoon, and then we're gonna use the syrup at the bottom. So we're gonna put some at the bottom, so when we put the pancakes, they will be just perfect right in there. And let's check on this ones. See, now that I hit the medium heat, is kind of a little bit better. So what I'll do is, let's heat it up in there. In the meantime, how to make the blueberry sauce is very simple. You take a 1 quart, and then we're gonna get some blueberries that they're already washed. So we got some blueberries, beautiful plump blueberries. Put it in there. Then we take some agave syrup or maple syrup. You can put maple syrup as well, just like about a tablespoon. And of course, cover it, turn it to medium. When the vapor will clip, you can just turn it off and it's ready to serve. So what I'll do with these pancakes, so if I'm doing, if I want to make it a little fancy, I'll take the pancakes out and I cut them right off. And I put them at the bottom right there. And this is my gourmet recipe for you today. Especially, you don't want to be feeding too much. A lot of times people think that bigger is better and having a lot of food, but really a lot of food is not really the case here. So just take a little bit of syrup on the top. Take some blueberries, and voila, there is your beautiful potato pancakes. Isn't that delicious? Wow, kids will be making pancakes. Excellent. So now we're going to show you how to make a dish that is more alkalizing dish. We're going to use some organic quinoa, which it's very staple food in our home. We're going to use a little bit of sea salt, some English cucumber, Roma tomatoes, and an avocado, and 1 asparagus. So for that is what you have to do. We're going to use the 1 quart to do this. You fill it up, about 1 cup of it. If you want to add water, just add about 1 cup of water to 1 cup of the quinoa. And if you would like it a little bit more tender, then use less water. Usually rule of thumb for us, so for me, is I use about, this is like about 1 inch. I use about 3/4 of an inch of water above the grain level. So this is actually a complete protein, so I call it a grain or I call it a seed, but it's more of a seed. So 3/4 above the rice or the, if you're making rice, or the quinoa level. So what we're starting with this is, we have the 1 quart already, so this is already started. It's already cooked, so you don't want to cook it for very long. So we'll just put that in there for a second. Actually, in fact, you can put it right here. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? So we take about 1 cup of the quinoa, and look at how much we have already. So I would give my family at least about a 1/2 cup of that. And then I will take a little bit of the tomatoes and some cucumbers, a little bit of sea salt. And now how I'm going to serve it is we're gonna get some slice to make it a little crunchy, some sliced asparagus on the top, and then we're gonna take an avocado. So how